Have you ever wondered why, despite all the modern technology, so many new cars are failing one of the most basic and vital safety tests? It's almost inconceivable that renowned brands, which spend millions on research and development, see their latest models skid and fail when it comes to the moose test. But the truth is shocking, and it might change how you view these cars. While manufacturers promise the best in safety and performance, the reality is that many vehicles fail to pass this basic test, exposing a critical flaw that could put your life at risk. In this video, we'll dive deep into the reasons behind these failures, debunking myths and revealing truths the automotive industry would prefer you didn't know. Get ready to rethink your choices, because what you're about to discover could be the key to ensuring your safety on the road. Moose Test Explained. The famous Moose Test is an evaluation that goes far beyond a simple driving test. Imagine you're driving on a deserted road, and suddenly a moose appears in front of you. It's not a common situation for most of us, but that's exactly the scenario this test seeks to replicate. And not just that, it also tests the car's ability to perform sudden maneuvers, such as swerving to avoid an unexpected obstacle and the ability to maintain control of the vehicle, avoiding rollovers. It's a test that demands agility from the car and often surprises even the most confident gearheads, as the car doesn't always respond as expected. The test itself is a precise dance between the vehicle and the cones that represent the obstacle. The idea is to simulate what happens when you need to make a sudden evasive maneuver, something that, if not done correctly, can lead to serious consequences. Vehicles with good handling can pass this test safely, without skidding or rolling over. But don't think that this is guaranteed for all cars, even the most modern ones. A gearhead's experience goes far beyond knowing about torque and power. It involves understanding how the car reacts in emergency situations. Interestingly, the Moose Test is a true game changer in the automotive world. Many cars, especially SUVs and heavier models, face considerable challenges when attempting to overcome this test. When a car has a high center of gravity, for example, the risk of rolling over increases significantly. For a true gearhead, knowing how a car behaves under pressure is as essential as knowing how much horsepower it has. And of course, that's one of the reasons why this test is so respected and feared at the same time. The lesson here is clear: knowing how your car behaves in extreme situations is crucial for your safety and that of everyone around you. For those who want to dig deeper, it's worth watching videos of cars being tested in this scenario or even participating in events that simulate such conditions. Who knows, you might discover something new about your own car, something even the engineers didn't foresee. After all, being a gearhead is about always staying one step ahead, knowing what to expect from your vehicle in any situation. Failures in new cars. Despite all the technology and innovation present in modern cars, it's surprising to see how many models fail the Moose Test. Cars that theoretically should be examples of safety and performance, like the Toyota Hilux and the BMW M3 competition, have shown worrisome results. This raises a question that every gearhead should consider. Are we trusting too much in marketing promises and less in the reality of practical performance? These results show that often sales figures don't reflect the true safety the car offers in critical situations. For those attentive to the automotive world, these failures are a reminder that not everything that glitters is gold. The newest cars are filled with technological features, but many of them fail exactly where it matters most, in the ability to maintain control during evasive maneuvers. This can be especially shocking for a gearhead who has always believed in the superiority of certain brands. After all, when a prestigious car like the BMW M3 can't pass this test, it's time to question whether modern engineering is prioritizing style over substance. These failures in the Moose Test also highlight a crucial point: the importance of not being swayed solely by technical specifications or attractive design. A car can be fast, powerful, and luxurious, but if it can't perform a simple swerve maneuver without losing control, all that power becomes irrelevant. A true gearhead knows that safety and stability are as vital as top speed or the 0 to 60 miles per hour time. It's a lesson that many learn the hard way, whether through tests like this or worse, in real-life situations. So what's the next step? For car enthusiasts, it's essential to pay attention to these results and consider them when making a purchase. Don't be swayed just by visual appeal or promises of technological innovation. Do your research, watch reviews, and if possible, test the car yourself in conditions that simulate these challenges. After all, as a true gearhead, your priority should always be safety without compromising the thrill of driving. Design challenges. When it comes to facing the Moose Test, the car's design can be both an ally and an enemy. Vehicles with high centers of gravity or uneven weight distribution, such as many SUVs and hybrids, encounter difficulties in this type of situation. These design challenges often result in unpredictable behavior during sudden maneuvers, such as understeering or, in the worst-case scenario, rollovers. For a gearhead, understanding these limitations is crucial, especially if the car in question is designed to be driven on varied terrains or in adverse conditions. These challenges are not just engineering issues but also basic physics. A car with a high center of gravity is more likely to roll over when subjected to intense lateral forces, like those encountered in the Moose test. Imagine an SUV at high speed needing to swerve to avoid an obstacle. Even with all the onboard technology, if the design isn't optimized for stability, the risk of rollover is real. This is something every enthusiast should keep in mind when considering taller or heavier vehicles that, while they may seem robust, can hide dangerous pitfalls. Weight distribution is also a determining factor. Poorly balanced vehicles, where weight isn't evenly distributed between the axles, tend to have problems making sharp turns or abrupt changes in direction. This imbalance can lead to understeering or oversteering situations, compromising the driver's ability to maintain control. For a gearhead, this means that not every car that seems stable in a straight line will be safe in emergency situations. The key is knowing the design limits and not being fooled by appearances. Therefore, when choosing a car, it's vital to consider more than just straight-line performance or interior comfort. Understanding the design challenges can make the difference between safe driving and potential disaster. If you have your eye on an SUV or a hybrid, it's worth investigating how these vehicles perform in tests like the Moose test. And of course, if possible, take a test drive that includes sharp turns and quick directional changes to feel firsthand how the car responds. As an informed gearhead, you don't want to be caught off guard when it really counts. Technological solutions. Amidst the challenges posed by design and physics, some automakers have found technological solutions that make all the difference in performance during the Moose test. A notable example is the Tesla Model X, which, thanks to its low center of gravity provided by the batteries located in the floor, can pass the test with flying colors. For gearheads, this is a valuable lesson in how technological innovation can redefine the limits of what we consider possible in terms of safety and drivability. The secret to the success of the Tesla Model X and other vehicles that have stood out lies in the combination of advanced engineering and cutting-edge technology. Systems like electronic stability control, active suspension, and optimized weight distribution allow these cars to maintain grip and stability even in extreme situations. This shows that with the right solutions, it's possible to overcome the limitations imposed by factors like high centers of gravity. For a gearhead who values both safety and innovation, these advances are true gems in the automotive world. This technological trend also leads us to reflect on the future of vehicles and how engineering will continue to evolve to face challenges like the Moose test. Electric cars, with their heavy batteries located in the lower part, have an intrinsic advantage, but that doesn't mean combustion vehicles are out of the game. By combining driver assistance systems and lighter materials, many automakers are managing to create vehicles that offer both performance and safety. It's a constantly evolving field where the curiosity and desire for innovation of a gearhead can find endless learning opportunities. And for those thinking of buying a new car, these technological examples offer a valuable tip. Invest in vehicles that bring smart solutions to old problems. It's not just about choosing the fastest or most beautiful car, but the one that, in a critical situation, will be able to protect you and your passengers. For the true gearhead who seeks a balance between driving pleasure and safety, these technological advances represent the future of safe and efficient driving. Unbeaten record. When we think of innovations and
1999,
technological
los
advances,
periodistas de la
it's
revista
easy to
sueca
forget that
Technikens
sometimes
Barrels
the greatest
superaron la
achievements
prueba del
don't come
alce
from
con
the
ese
newest
coche
and
a
most sophisticated
85
cars, but
kilómetros
from
por
models
hora.
that mark
Todo
an
un
era.
récord. Mejoró
An
el
example
resultado de
every
varios
gearhead should know is the
superdeportivos,
Citroën
algo que
Xantia, a family car from 1999 that still holds the Moose test record. What makes this car so special? The answer lies in its active suspension system, a technology that was way ahead of its time and showed the world how smart engineering can overcome even the toughest challenges. The Citroën Xantia may seem modest at first glance, but its ability to maneuver obstacles with agility and safety is impressive. Equipped with an active hydropneumatic suspension, the Xantia automatically adjusts the height and rigidity of the wheels, ensuring stability that few modern cars can match. For gearheads who appreciate innovative engineering, the Xantia is a true icon, proving that you don't need a supercar to achieve extraordinary results in rigorous tests. This unbeaten record reminds us that a car's legacy is not just measured by its popularity or the sales it generates, but by its ability to stand out in areas that truly matter, like safety. Even decades after its release, the Xantia remains a benchmark, showing that true innovation doesn't age. For a gearhead who values both history and performance, the Xantia offers a powerful lesson. Sometimes the simplest and most ingenious solutions are the ones that remain undefeated. And so, as we look to the future of vehicles, it's essential to remember the lessons of the past. The Citroën Xantia teaches us that regardless of trends or emerging technologies, what really makes a difference is how these innovations are applied in a practical and effective way. As a true gearhead, this is a lesson you'll carry with you, always seeking the perfect balance between tradition and innovation, ensuring that every decision is informed, safe, and above all, inspired by the great milestones of automotive history. Now that you know the truth behind new cars failing the Moose test, the question is, what are you going to do with this information? Will you continue to blindly trust marketing promises, or will you become a more conscious consumer, demanding more from the automotive industry? The choice is yours, but remember, your safety and that of your family are at stake. Think carefully about the next car you intend to buy, and more than ever, value practical tests and the opinions of those who know what they're talking about. So are you ready to challenge your convictions and choose wisely? If this content helped you see things differently, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll keep learning about what really matters when it comes to automotive safety. The road may be unpredictable, but your knowledge doesn't have to be.